Once upon a time in the 80s, a boy was born under the northern lights in a small village nestled between mountains and a glacier. His name was Tenzin. From an early age, he felt drawn to the mountains, spending his days exploring caves and rock formations. One day, while playing by the river, Tenzin saw a beautiful white stupa in the distance and asked his mother if he could go there. She warned him not to go too far, as she had heard rumors of a monster that lived in the caves by the river. But Tenzin was curious and couldn't resist the call of the mountains, so he went to see the mysterious stupa. As he approached it, he noticed footprints that looked like those of a bear, but they were much larger. This made him even more determined to find out who or what they belonged to. When he reached the stupa, he found an old hermit who told him that these giant footprints belonged to mythical creatures called Yeti. The hermit also shared with him stories about Shambala, a hidden paradise valley where the Yeti lived. These stories sparked a flame in Tenzin's heart, and he began climbing the mountain to find this magical place. As he neared the top, he encountered some hunters who told him about a Yeti attack. They had set up camp on the mountain to hunt the creature. Tenzin, unaware of the danger, continued on his way. Suddenly, from behind a rock emerged a gigantic hairy humanoid. It was the Yeti. One of the hunters shouted, "I've got you now, you cursed beast." He aimed his gun at the Yeti and fired, but the bullet seemed to bounce off the creature. The Yeti roared and attacked the hunters, killing them all except for one who managed to escape. The Yeti then turned towards Tenzin, who was frozen in fear. The massive creature towered over him, and Tenzin thought he would surely be ripped apart. But instead of attacking, the Yeti gently picked him up and carried him on its back down the mountain. When they reached the forest, the Yeti disappeared, leaving Tenzin with a small white flower. As Tenzin descended into the valley, he noticed something incredible. The entire landscape was unlike anything he had ever seen before. Lush green meadows stretched as far as the eye could see, dotted with colorful prayer flags and ancient stone structures. In the distance, he could hear the sound of singing and drums. He soon came across a group of people dressed in white robes who were performing a sacred dance. They welcomed Tenzin and told him that he was the first outsider to stumble upon this hidden paradise in over 500 years. They explained that this was Shambala, the legendary home of the Yeti. Over the next few days, Tenzin learned about Shambala's history from the locals. It was once a thriving kingdom, but over time, the people had retreated into the mountains to preserve their culture and traditions. They lived in harmony with nature and had a deep connection to the spiritual realm. Tenzin felt a sense of wonder and awe at the beauty and tranquility of Shambala. He spent his time exploring the valley, hiking to remote monasteries and meditating by sparkling waterfalls. But as much as he loved this magical place, Tenzin knew he couldn't stay forever. Before leaving, the elders of Shambala gifted him with a prayer wheel containing ancient wisdom and teachings. They told him to keep the teachings in his heart and to return whenever he needed guidance or solace. With a heavy heart, Tenzin said goodbye to Shambala and its people and began his journey back to the outside world. The memory of the majestic Yeti and the wisdom of the Shambala people stayed with him, guiding him through life's challenges and reminding him of the importance of preserving our cultural heritage and living in harmony with nature. And so the legend of Shambala and the Yeti continues to live on, passed down through generations as a reminder that magic and wonder can be found in the most unexpected places. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.